It's Ron back here with Ron Brown's YouTube channel, where we discuss a lot of tech gears, cameras, drones, action cameras, pocket cameras, and 360 cameras. And today I had the Insta360 X4, the latest generation of their 360 camera. I mean, they just really, more even recently this, they released I think their Go 3S, which is kind of their wearable POV camera. And it seems like that as the 360 comes out with a product every other month or whatever, but the previous product that came out maybe in April, May was the X4. Like I said, there's been a upgrade from the X3, X2. The first one I think they just call it the X or whatever. So there's been a lot of these. This is the fourth generation, anyways. And just to be clear, on Tap Channel, there's been a lot of controversy around Insta360 sponsored videos or whatever, not wanting people to say that this was sponsorship or paid sponsorship. This video is the most unsponsored video ever released on YouTube. Nothing was paid for in this video, given, discounted, anything. Everything you see in this video, talk about was, full price. So there you go. Said, totally unsponsored in any way, in shape or form. So, okay, here's this, this isn't a full review. This is got first impressions. I've had this camera. I didn't get right away when it came out, but I have had a few weeks now. I slowly learned the ins and outs of it, and I'll show it to you here. I actually have it in the Nova. This is the Nova lens cap now. Another disclaimer here. I was sent a few Nova products for a review, but I didn't get anything from Insta360. So this is that rubber protective cap, and this is kind of the Nova base too, which kind of makes it nice to sit down. But this is the X4. It has that big screen on here. We'll go into all the details in a full review, but it's the biggest screen they have yet on one of these 360 cameras. And of course, it's got the two cameras. I've got the lens guards on it, and it's much bigger, bigger and beefier, heavier than the previous models, including the X2. We're going to get that in a second here. So I'll put it back in its nice little base here. We can leave the cap off. Here is the Insta360 X2, and I've upgraded from the X2. So, I mean, the X2 did come with this nice little case. You didn't get this with the X4, so that's probably the only con it's going to be for the X4 from the X2. So, yeah, here is the X2. So when we pull this back out of this base, so you can see the they're about, the X4 is taller, much beefier. Let me pull it close to the camera, turn around again, and look how small that screen is on the X2 there compared to the X4. And again, it's much heavier. So as far as size, weight, and so on, the X2's got it all day over the X4. As far as the screen, it's like a knockout. I mean, this little screen here is almost unusable. And this thing is just a pleasure to work with. So, there's that, So, I'm going to put this down now. We don't need to show the X2 anymore in the video here. Yeah, so for me, coming from the, the X2 to the X4, I mean, the X2 got to the point where I wouldn't even use it anymore. It was just too much of a hassle to use that small little screen. Like, I wasn't able to really kind of view what I was getting or even watch good playbacks on it, and to change settings on it. I'd waste so much time changing settings on it, still not getting what I wanted. Like I just would give up and just shoot with whatever the settings were, because it was just too hard to imagine. Sure, you get your smartphone out, get the Insta360 app up, hook up Bluetooth, and have full control on your phone. Work great. It's a great app, work great. But by the time you did all that or whatever, that didn't happen in seconds. You missed a shot, it was gone or whatever. You just weren't in the mood anymore. It's just, it kind of just didn't work, trying to use it, the app all the time to control all the, to change all the settings and review playback and whatever. Where this is just a great job. This screen here is so easy to get in there, dial in your settings, because there's so much you could do with this. And I'll get into that to kind of a full review video here. This is a short and sweet that, for me now, again, I'm running, gunning. I kind of don't know what settings I want until I'm actually there in the situation to get set up quick. Whether I want to shoot 8K, 5.7K, whether I want to shoot dual lens, single lens, me mode, or whatever, I could change it within seconds or whatever. On the fly, out in the field, I could see the screen in bright sunlight. You know, with the other X2, I couldn't even see it in you know, in the shade or whatever. So this is great, you know. And, you know, another advantage is, of course, has the 8K video. So, you know, the video looks so much better. You know, it looks closer to, you know, 4K video than, you know, the X2. The X2 was 5.7K. But, you know, by the time you rendered it out and everything, it looked more like 1080p or 1440 at best, where this looks as close to really 4K. So, you know, when you're putting stuff to social media, like your, you know, your Instagrams and your TikToks and whatever, when you're on a, you know, on a phone type device, you know, one of those social media apps, the 1080p 1440 was fine or whatever. But, you know, you're looking at anything bigger than that, like even say a 15-inch laptop or 27-inch desktop monitor, or even a big screen or whatever. You know, you can start to see that this X2 just did not have the resolution where this, you know, this definitely has it. And another big advantage too is, and this is just probably a Ron issue here, since I wasn't using the X2, I really wasn't keeping up with all the advancements in not only the phone app for iOS, which I make an Android one too, but I'm iOS exclusively, so when I talk about the phone app, I'm talking only, you know, what pertains to the iOS Apple version of it. And even the desktop app have made you know, big improvements since the last time I really used them. Desktop app got a big makeover, I think just this year. It added a lot of nice new features we'll get into in another video here. But one of them was that, you know, you could combine different clips, you know, into one thing at a time. Like you didn't have to, you edit one clip, move it to another app like Premiere or Final Cut, and then put them together there. You can put them all together, you know, in the desktop app. And also the, you know, the phone app has improved to me greatly over the last time I tried to use it with the X2. Now, a lot of this may just be that, you know, it may not be all new features or that weren't there before, but even the features that were there a couple of years ago when I was using the X2 more have been improved or whatever. They work much better now. And, you know, now I'm able to get in there and actually, produce a video clip in a timely fashion. Before I would get in there and I would labor, you know, trying to get something done in that phone app, you know, when I was bringing video from the X2, I mean, to the point where I would just give up on the video and just, you know, go to maybe an action camera or something else. I shot video at the same place and use that video instead, because it was so much easier to get the edit done in Final Cut or, you know, any other application rather than try to do it in one of Insta360's. It was so complicated. And you know, now I mean, I'm saying when you want to render something out, that if you just want to record, you know, 360 video and just post up where people, you know, on their mobile devices take their finger and spin it around or whatever and see different things, that's easy. But the hard part was when you wanted to you know, create keyframes and only show portions of the video. And not that was that hard, but it was that hard to, like, you know, then say you had a clip. Yeah, say you had a 3-minute clip, and right in the middle of that clip you had some stuff you didn't want. You were shooting at something that didn't make any sense, and kind of clip that part out or whatever. You know, you could clip the beginnings and ends off okay, but to clip something in the middle of a video, you know, I found it tough to do. And again, to the point where I would just give up or whatever. Now I'm really having good luck making little quick edits using the phone app. But I haven't really used the desktop too much, but I will start using it more. I'm going to try to create kind of just like in social media posts so far. And why this is good for the quick social media posts is because you're, you know, you're writing at 9:16, you know, like format that social media likes in this. And the beauty of this, you can switch it to what do you call it, the 16:9 easily or whatever. So you can go right from, you know, YouTube video to, you know, TikTok video, Instagram video in just the, you know, just the click of a button or whatever, you know, to get whatever field of view you're looking for. So that's one of the nice things of shooting with a 360 camera. You're not stuck in any one, you know, kind of video format, you know, and you don't lose a lot of, you know, resolution, you know, going from one to the other. So yeah, so that's just a quick thoughts on the Insta360 X4 so far. Loving it, you know, highly recommend it, especially if you're coming from the X2, which I was. If you're coming from the X3, it may not be that big an upgrade because you already had like this bigger screen. This screen is even bigger than the one on the X3, but you know, not to jump, you know, from the miniature, you know, porthole screen on the X2. So yeah, for me, said coming from that X2, this is a like, you know, just a, you know, tremendous leap or whatever. And again, some of it's my issue with the software. Like I hadn't looked at the software. The software has made big improvements since this X2 came out years ago. And you know, I really stopped using X2, you know, a year or two ago because again, I just found it too tough to produce videos. But again, guys explained, a lot has happened since then. So yeah, I'm all in on this X4. I'm going to be using it all the time. These are just the standard lens guards on. I haven't used the, haven't ordered the premium lens guards yet for it, but so far I've had good luck with these as far as them showing up in the stitch line or whatever. You know, much better than I made out with the Insta360 Spear. Now that was the attachment, 360 attachment for the DJI Air 2 and Air 2S drone, where it would attach on. You could take 360 videos from the drone. I put those lens guards on, the sticky ones on there, and I always had a problem with them showing up in the stitch lines, where I don't seem to have that problem with these plastic you know, ones on here so far. So yeah, liking everything about this, you know, so far, as far as I could tell. You know, love the video quality off of it. You love all the control you have in the settings. Again, the whole list will come when I do my full review of the X4. So yeah, so that's going to wrap it up for right now. Hope you got anything out of this video, and you know, if you did, give me the thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel if you're not already a member. Ring that bell so you'll know when I put more videos up on the Insta360. They're coming fast. And yeah, and click over here, either over here for maybe my my unboxing video on the you know, on the X4. So I think, you know, that'll give you an idea of what you're getting about. You don't get this nice case I showed you with the X2, unfortunately. But again, it's only a few cons, and that's one of them. But so yeah, click there, watch that video, and yeah, we'll see you back, you know, on next, when I get around to posting my next video.